MJ.
And this is why I don't wear Jordans.
MJ, you're the GOAT. MJ, can you sign, please? Come on, MJ. MJ, can you sign, please? Come on, MJ.
But it's Michael Jordan! Michael Jordan! Can I get a pic? Huh? Michael Jordan! Can I get a pic? Huh? Michael Jordan!
Nah, MJ isn't entitled to sign any autographs. You ain't got to if you don't want to. But when you got people who buy your shoes, people used to come out and see you play, people admire you, I mean, the least you can do is show love back to the people who show love to you.
Okay, so I think, we've seen a whole lot of this, and you catch certain clips of people not signing autographs behind massive fame. And isn't there a point where you're just tired? I mean, there's points where we're tired and we're not even famous. There's points where we get snippy or don't want to talk to coworkers, spouses, family members, neighbors, things like that. And that's on such a minute level compared to having everybody in the world possibly know who you are at some given time based off of your ability. I'm not actually mad at Michael Jordan for this. Yeah, it looked like there was maybe a couple people he could have done that, but I have no idea where he just traveled from. I have no idea what his itinerary has been the last 2-3 days prior to that. Sometimes you're just exhausted and you don't want to say anything to anybody. And I would rather have seen him do that rather than go over and do or say something that would give people even more reason to say, oh, look, this is why I don't wear Jordans, which, by the way, is kind of a crazy notion. If you don't want to wear a particular brand, I completely understand that. But we live in a society where we wear shoes, and so some people are going to choose to wear Jordans. Now, I don't know what else you're going to wear, if you're going to wear some different brand of basketball shoe, or you don't wear basketball shoes at all, or did you just never wear Jordans to begin with, so it makes it easy to make that statement. I don't know. And I think that the bigger picture to all of this is why we need to stop giving so much praise to athletes, entertainers, and politicians, or just people with power and fame and money, because this is the result. When they don't act the way that we want them to, now suddenly we can throw them under a bus of, look, this is who they really are. And that's kind of not a fair thing to do. I saw some people in comments saying how LeBron would give the shoes off of his feet. I want to see that clip where somebody, asked LeBron James for an autograph and he just takes his shoes off. And I don't mean at a game. I mean like out in a street setting, like we just saw Michael Jordan in a couple of situations. Now, there are some guys that do some amazing things with their money, with their fame, with their platforms and prestige. I do know LeBron James has done some really cool things. Shaquille O'Neal is another person. There's a lot of people that don't even get the credit. We're actually doing ourselves a disservice by focusing in on what Michael Jordan did not do in this circumstance, rather than just go and find the people who are doing the things. But we as a society, we love the dumpster fire. We love the train wreck. It's the old adage that you don't go to like a NASCAR race to see the race, you go to watch for the crash. And that's a sad place to be. This man has done some amazing things on and off the basketball court for a long time. He's been famous longer than has not been. He got famous in, high school, maybe college. So you're talking about 18, 19, 20 years old, and that's almost 40 years of signing autographs. That's almost 40 years of cameras chasing you. Like, I think if we had that for a month, the average person would just be incredibly sick of it, and rightfully so. So I don't know that we can really ride down on any individual who does that. And he did it rather respectfully. I've seen some clips of celebrities, doing some pretty, not cool things. But then again, there's the judgment that, hey, I know you from so and so on TV or in that movie. You're supposed to be, cool like that. And no, at the end of the day, they're just humans like the rest of us. And so we have to give that little bit of grace. I am sure that the people asking for autographs have not been the best representative of themselves when somebody may have been asking them for something. So it's cyclical. It can come back around. What goes around, sort of thing. Would it have been easy just to take the picture? Yeah, but we also have to understand that in this day and age, what people do with your image, especially a more recent image. If somebody did something with an old Michael Jordan photo or something, that might be different. But a current image, you just never know what somebody may or may not do with it. Yeah, they were just kids, but we've seen, or at least I've seen, where people will bring children to like baseball games in order to be souvenir hunters, and try to get a ball from somebody, things like that. So there's a lot of scam going on as well. So if I'm a billionaire like Michael Jordan is, there's probably a good chance that I'm going to be a little bit more wary as time goes on. And the guy is in his 60s. So what are we, isn't there always that adage of crabby old men and things like that? He's entitled to that. He's lived long enough. His knees and back probably hurt from doing all those amazing dunks that have entertained us for so many years. So if you want a piece of Michael Jordan, I would say go to like one of those channels where they have video highlights and things like that. But trying to approach people, anybody really, in any capacity, asking them for something that when you don't know them, is kind of a risky endeavor, and it's probably not even a 50-50. It's more than 50% that you may be told no. And maybe that's a bad thing, but it is a real thing, and that's something that maybe we should just kind of adapt to and adjust to, and recognize and appreciate other people's privacy. He wasn't at any sort of event where autographs would be given out, where you meet and greet, public sort of thing. This man wants to live a relatively private life, and he's entitled to do that, just like the rest of us would be. But enough of my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Was he wrong for this? I mean, if it was my kid, I might be a little bummed or something, but at the same time, I would also understand, and that would be a conversation I would have with my child so they understood that this isn't a reason to hate somebody or come down on them. It's just a reason to say, you know what, I had my opportunity. And how many of us actually get to say, even from a distance or up close, like those two clips showed, that you even saw Michael Jordan outside of basketball in person? I think that's cool enough in itself. So even though you didn't get a picture to prove it, you still got the story. And, the people who believe you will believe you. Those who won't anyway. So the picture won't really, matter in the grand scheme of things. Just enjoy that you were at that moment and had the ability. And it's kind of a better story. Yeah, I asked Michael Jordan for an autograph and he told me no. Get in line. It happens. But anyways, leave me your comments, questions, concerns, and we can kind of go from there. But in the meantime, I would love to have you subscribe to the channel. They are free, and in this economy, that's an awesome thing. Please share it. Be a good human being and share the content with other friends and family who might like this or some of the other things you'll find on the channel. And as always, I hope this finds everybody in a place, pursuit, or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. Peace, love, unity, solidarity.